first time, we are going to give you some rules. Don't forget, when you are going to talk, or if some of you are going to participate in my class, you have to turn up our microphones, ¿ok? Solamente prendemos los audífonos cuando vamos a participar para poder escuchar lo que nuestros otros compañeros puedan opinar. At first thing here, we are going to see a little video. Siempre vimos un video interactivo, ¿no? Voy a mostrarles. I'm going to show a little video in order to guess what or which topic we are going to see today, okay, in this class. Vamos a ver un video ahora para poder ver acerca de lo que vamos a tratar. Vamos a poner atención para comentar después sobre lo que estamos viendo, ¿ok? Pay attention and turn off your microphones, ¿ok? Apaguen sus audios para escuchar. Okay.
Today, we're going to zoo Miami to find out about the wild animals of the world. This zoo is so big. There are 740 acres and over 2,000 wild animals. To see the whole thing, we're going to have to ride on a bike. Look at that. Have you ever been on a bike? Let's try it. Oh, boy. Look at the elephants. Did you know they're the biggest land animal in the whole world? Wow, look how big they are. I think they like being in the mud. They're all red. Wow, look at those gorillas. Gorillas are the largest members of the ape family. And you can tell they're apes because apes don't have tails, but monkeys do. Look at that. Looks like a mommy. Oh, that must be the daddy, don't you think? And who do you think that is?
That's mother. That's the son. That's the son.
Yeah, I think so.
Look at the monkeys.
See them. Monkeys have tails. Look, those monkeys have tails.
Welcome over here to the Casaringo Rhino Encounter. Now you see our big rhino here? You think he needs to be clean? Of course he does. Animals just like people. You know how we help keep them clean? Everybody step up. Take the brush and rub it down on his skin. Rub it down. You can go hard on his skin. You know why? He's got very thick skin.
How do we stay clean? This rhino likes to be clean. How do you stay clean? You take a bath. What do you do?
I wash my hands.
You wash your hands to stay clean. And what do you do?
Brush my teeth.
You brush your teeth. And the rhino likes to be clean too. Look, we're using brushes to help clean him.
And you know what else he'll do? He goes into his big bathtub over there. That's his bathtub. He loves to soak in there and get his skin all nice and moist and wet because it cleans off all the dirt that he gets on it all day, because sometimes during the day he loves to roll around in the dirt because it helps protect it from the sun and it helps protect it from biting insects. So this is the way he cleans the dirt off. Then we come in there, we could rub him down and rub him a little bit, help clean the skin that way.
Look, there's the giraffes. Okay, let's stop and get out. There you go. Here we go.
Okay, here we are at the giraffe feeding station. Oh, remember, this is the big guy. This is Fezzik. He's the big male. Okay, the younger one's here. I'm back here. This is the female. You know what? They eat a lot, but they eat very healthy foods. One of the favorite foods, carrots. You know, you should always eat your vegetables. Giraffe are the kings of eating vegetables.
Look at that. She's beautiful. Look at his tongue. He ate that carrot. What kind of healthy foods do you like to eat? Mangoes. That's a healthy food. What healthy foods do you like to eat? Apples. And how about you? Cherries. And what does he like?
Yeah.
Look, watch. Oh!
See that tongue? Gets to be 14 inches long. Look at that. Whoa!
Oh, he likes healthy foods. Here, baby. She likes healthy foods, too.
Okay, we're in front of the zebra. This is a pretty zebra. You know the neat thing about zebras? They're stripes. But their stripes are different on each zebra. And on the same zebra, the stripes on one side are different than the stripes on another side, which means they are not symmetrical. In other words, to be symmetrical, it has to be the exact same on one side as it is on the other side, but it's not that way with the zebras. So they're asymmetrical, okay? Lines on zebras are like fingerprints on a human being, different on every animal.
Now we're going on a camel ride. Let's go. Go ahead, Zach. You can go up the stairs first. Great. Let's be in front of the camel so we can see it. So there are two types of camels. One has one hump, and he's called dromedary. Can you guys say that?
Dromedary camel.
Dromedary, that starts with a D. He has one hump that looks like a D. There's another type of camel, and it has two humps on its back that looks like a B. What's that camel's name? A back train. Can you say back train?
Back train.
Back train starts with a B. And the other camel has two humps. But this camel has how many humps? One. And we are going for a ride. Yeah, we're on the top of the camel. Look at that. So exciting. Whoa. Look at that. Are you feeling him sway from side to side? Whoa. Here we go. Do you remember his name?
Dromedary.
A dromedary, because he has one hump just like you are sitting on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lauren is first. Good. Okay, look, there's a tiger. Let's go see him. The tiger is the largest animal in the cat family. He's the largest cat. He's orange and has vertical stripes. Isn't he beautiful? Wow. He is big. What's that? Look, the lion's coming up at us. He must be a male. The male lions have hair around their faces, a big mane, and the female lions don't. Those must be males. Look, he's looking at us. Hi. Hi, lion. Wow, they're beautiful. Today was a terrific day at the zoo. What did you do today?
I brushed a rhino.
You brushed a rhino. And how about you, Zach?
I fed a giraffe.
You did. We fed a giraffe. And what about you, Lauren?
I rode a camel.
We rode a camel. It was a great day. Are you ready?
Okay, guys, after finishing to see this video, we could see so many activities they could do in the video. That's right. Pudimos ver algunas actividades que se dieron, que hicieron los niños cuando fueron a un field trip. What is a field trip? A field trip is when you are going to go to, for example, when you go to a museum, or in this case at the zoo, because this video showed you the zoo. That's right. Un zoológico. Estuvieron en un zoológico. A field trip es un lugar al que tú vas para conocer cosas, para que te expliquen de ciertas cosas que de repente no conozcas y puedas tener una información y puedas saber lo que pueden comer los animales, en este caso hablando del zoológico, ¿cierto? Ahora, in this case, for example, if you saw this video, which activities do you see? For example, ¿qué vimos en el video? ¿Qué podemos recordar acerca del video?
Niños viendo animales.
Yeah, this is a lot of animals.
Viendo animales.
Yeah, but in this case, for example, there was a tour guide. ¿Hubo alguna guía turística que les explicaba sobre lo que estaban mirando?
Sí.
Yes, no? There was a
Yes.
tour guide. Ahora, ¿los niños podían tocar los animales?
No.
No.
Carlos.
Ya, pero cuando estuvieron de repente montando el camello, de repente lo pudieron acariciar, ¿no?
Sí.
Sí.
Entonces, they could touch the
Porque
camel.
son animales domésticos.
¿Pudieron alimentar algunos animales?
Son animales entre las
Yes. Which animal they could be? ¿Pudieron alimentar qué animal?
Jirafa.
Jirafa.
La
Jirafa.
¿no? They could see the giraffe. Okay. And the other, they could see the monkeys? Yes, you could see the monkeys, that's right. And they could, ¿pudieron ellos tocar a los monos o no los pudieron tocar?
No.
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 Who explained the exhibit? ¿Quién explicaba cada cosa que ellos veían? Aparte del tour guide, aparte del guía turístico o aparte del guía que les guiaba acerca sobre cada una de las jaulas de los animales, ¿quién más estaba con ellos explicándoles?
La mamá.
The teacher, not because it's a film. It's about a little school.
Like.
So today we are going to see a little topic about the field trip. And we are going to start with my first image here, okay? Okay, podemos comenzar. Vamos a mostrar. Nuestro tema de hoy es field trip. And we are going to put my first images, algunas imágenes para poder reconocer ciertas actividades que podemos y no podemos hacer cuando vamos a un field trip, ¿ok? A ver, mis chicos, podemos comenzar con las diapositivas.
Un momentito, está cargando.
Está aquí conmigo.
All right, guys, we're going to see here some images that I could collect in order to explain our topic today, okay? So, in this case, for example, we are going to see a field trip. That is the topic for the class today, okay? My topic is, mi título del día de hoy es a field trip. Y vamos a empezar viendo some little vocabulary here. Maybe you know some words here, okay? So, what is a field trip? ¿Qué es un field trip? Cuando decimos un field trip es, por ejemplo, cuando nos vamos a una excursión a algún sitio para conocer algo. En este caso, por ejemplo, en el video pudimos ver que era un zoológico. Es un field trip, sí, porque es un viaje para poder conocer ciertas cosas. En este caso, el zoológico fue acerca de los animales. Right? In this case, in our first picture, we have a zoo. There is a zoo. Es un zoológico. ¿Podemos hacer un field trip at the zoo?
Vocabulario.
Yes, podemos hacer un field trip at the zoo porque podemos ir a conocer todo lo que está en un zoológico. That's right. In the second picture, you are going to see here a theater. What is a theater? En la segunda figura tenemos un teatro, ¿no? The correct pronunciation is a theater.
Teatro.
¿Podemos ir nosotros a un field trip at the theater? ¿Podemos ir a un viaje de excursión a un teatro? Sí, ¿no es cierto?
Sí.
Porque también vamos a conocer qué es lo que hay, qué cosa podemos hacer en un teatro, quiénes actúan y conocer un poco sobre lo que se va a presentar en un teatro, ¿no es cierto? Entonces, sí, podemos conocer muchas cosas, es un field trip, porque nos van a explicar acerca de todo lo que vamos a ver en un teatro. The next one. La siguiente imagen muestra un art museum. What is an art museum? An art museum es un museo de arte, es un museo de arte, ¿cierto? Nosotros podemos ir a un field trip al museo de arte, sí, porque en el museo de arte vamos a conocer la historia de varias cosas, ¿no? De algunas cerámicas, de repente, algunos adornos antiguos, de algunos cuadros. Entonces, podemos decir que es un field trip, porque vamos a conocer cosas para poder tener toda la información necesaria, ¿no? Y de esa manera estamos adquiriendo conocimiento que de repente nos la van a pedir en el colegio para aprender más tarde, ¿no? De repente la profesora nos hace alguna pregunta, entonces eso es un field trip, cuando vamos a un viaje para poder aprender muchas cosas. Tenemos 3 acá. The zoo is the first one, the theater, the second one, and the art museum, the third one. Okay? Next one. We're going to see more pictures here. What is the other one?
Netflix, Miss, Netflix.
The cinema, por example. ¿Podemos ir a aprender a un cine? Sí, por medio de una película. Nos pueden poner una película de repente informativa, ¿no?
Claro.
O un video. Entonces, el cinema también podemos ir a un field trip de cinema porque nos van a dar algunas instrucciones de lo que se puede hacer en un cine o no se puede hacer en un cine. Ya mayormente cuando vamos al cine sabemos lo que hacemos, ¿no? The next picture is about the aquarium. There is an aquarium is when you go to a place in order to see a lot of fishes, okay? El acuario, cuando vamos a un acuario, ¿ustedes han ido al acuario, por ejemplo, del Parque de las Leyendas? En el Parque de las Leyendas hay un acuario, right? So, this place is an aquarium. And this is a field trip, porque cuando vas al acuario, a veces hay una persona que te explica lo que ves en el acuario, that's right? So, you are going to get some information. Estás aprendiendo cosas de lo que se encuentra en un acuario. The next picture is about a library. You can make a field trip to the library. Podemos hacer un field trip a la librería. En este caso, no es librería que vende libros, ¿eh? The library, you are going to mean about una biblioteca, no? Where people go there in order to read something, to study, or to get some information. So, when you go to the library, you have to respect some rules. Tienes que respetar ciertas instrucciones que hay en una biblioteca. For example, in this case, ¿no? ¿Podemos hacer un field trip aquí? Sí, porque hay una persona que nos puede dar un paseo por la biblioteca y aprender de las cosas que podemos encontrar en ella o no. Entonces, our first picture is the cinema, the second one is an aquarium, and the next one is the library. That's right? We are going to, you can make some notes in a piece of paper. Podemos tomar notas para ver estas palabras como vocabulario. So, now we are going to see some instructions that you have to do when you go to a field trip, okay? Algunas reglas o algunas instrucciones que tenemos que tener en cuenta cuando vamos a un field trip, cuando vamos a una excursión, a un viaje para aprender cosas, ¿no? In this case, the next picture, Mr. Sita. It says here, field trip rules, algunas reglas que tenemos que respetar cuando vamos a una excursión, in this case. For example, in so many places, don't use mobile phones. That is the image, no, la imagen de que no podemos usar nuestros móviles. In which places do you think that you cannot use the mobile phones? ¿En qué lugares piensan que no se puede usar celular? For example,
Cinema.
in a cinema. Another one?
Library.
Maybe in the theater, ¿no? En el teatro tampoco podemos usar a veces celular, no nos permite. The another picture is about the below, en la parte de abajo tenemos don't feed the animals. Don't feed the animals. What do you think is the perfect? Yeah, feed is alimentar, ¿no es cierto? If here it says don't feed the animals, it means no alimentar a los animales. That's right. That's why I put the image here, un horse, and you cannot eat the horse. Okay, no podemos alimentar a los animales. That is an instruction. In so many places you cannot feed the animals. For example, algunos zoológicos no te permiten alimentar a los animales, pero en el video pudimos ver de que los niños sí alimentaban la jirafa porque sí estaba permitido. That's right. The another picture is don't take photos. Ahí me falta de repente una pequeña H. Okay. Don't take photos is no tomar fotos. For example, when you stay in a theater, sometimes you cannot take pictures. No pueden tomar fotos cuando están a veces en el teatro, está prohibido. That's why my image here, it says like this.
¿Por qué quieres que llegue a 5:11?
The next picture is about don't run. Don't run it means no correr. For example, in some places you can't run, you don't need to run. It's for example in the theater, en el teatro no podemos correr. In the cinema as well, no podemos correr. No? So the instruction is don't run. The next diapositive. Here it says 4 more instructions that you can follow, okay? In this case, for example, the first one, when you notice this image, cuando vemos esta imagen, automáticamente decimos no beber o no comer, ¿no? But in English, the meaning is don't eat or drink. ¿En qué lugares no podemos comer o beber? For example, in the museum, ¿no? En el museo, no podemos don't eat or drink. There is an instruction at the museum, maybe. Another one. The next picture is about, you can see an image and a person who is dropping a litter. In this case, for example, you cannot or don't drop litter is another rule, no? Don't drop litter, es no botar basura, no botar papeles, no botar desperdicios al piso. In this case is don't drop litter. Eso no lo podemos hacer en ningún lugar, ¿no? Don't drop litter, for example, don't drop litter in the zoo. Don't drop litter at the library, for example, no podemos botar desperdicios. Another image, here it says a hand and you cannot touch. In this case, it's don't touch, no tocar. When a person said don't touch, es no tocar los objetos. For example, you cannot touch the some ceramics that you can. Cuando estamos en el museo, no podemos tocar cosas. The instruction is don't touch. Or for example, when you are going to the zoo, cuando estás en el zoológico, the tour guide maybe he says, don't touch the animals, please, because they are very wild, okay? No tocar los animales porque son muy salvajes. Don't touch. The other, for example, it says, don't talk. When someone says don't talk, it means that be silent, okay? De estar en silencio. Don't talk. For example, no podemos hablar dónde para no incomodar a las otras personas. De repente en el cine.
The hospital.
At the hospital as well. The another?
In the sign.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so these are some instructions or some rules that you have to follow when you stay in so many places, okay? We're going to continue. The next page, Ms. Florcita, please. Here. So, in order to make some sense, in order to make sense our sentences, we are going to make a little match here in order to record, in order to remember what we were seeing in the video, okay? For example, in this case, number 1, it says, please don't feed. What do you think you are going to match with this, with which kind of words here? For example, it says the paintings in the fish tank, the lions, Laurie, or your mobile phone. Y tenemos el complemento al otro lado, ¿no? At the zoo, at the theater, at the art museum, at the aquarium, at the library. For example, I'm going to make one in order to make an example, okay? Number 1, it says, please, it says like, in order, para pedir algo, ¿no? Por favor, no alimentes, please, don't feed, what is the answer?
Por favor, no alimentes.
Yes.
Don't
feed, for example,
no alimentes.
The lions, ¿no? Por favor, no alimentes a los leones. You have to
Lion.
Please don't feed the lions. Where? Which place? ¿En dónde? At the zoo? At the theater? At the museum?
In the zoo. And the zoo.
Very good, that's right. The another one, number 2. What is number 2? This, it says, please don't use
your mobile phone.
That's right. Please don't
Please don't use the mobile phone or the theater.
That's right. Don't use your mobile phone at the
Theater.
At the
Theater.
theater, okay? Theater. Theater is a
Theater.
pronunciation. The another one, number 3.
Don't touch
In the fish tank.
Don't touch in
the
the
paint. The paint.
Very good,
The
that's right. Don't touch the paintings. What is the paintings?
At the aquarium.
The paintings is los cuadros, ¿no? Entonces it says, don't touch the paintings, que son los cuadros. No, the first one, Miss Florcita, the first one is don't touch the paintings. No tocar los cuadros.
Del museo.
At the museum, that's right. At the art museum, en el Museo de Arte, that's right. Next one, number 4. It says, please don't drop litter. What it means, don't drop litter? No botar desperdicios, that's right. Please don't drop litter.
In the fish tank at the aquarium.
Very
In the
good.
fish tank at aquarium.
The fish tank.
In the fish tank at the aquarium. The aquarium.
Very good, Mikael. Number 5.
Please don't talk loudly.
Yeah. Don't
Please.
talk loudly.
Loudly at the library.
Very
Library.
good. Don't
Library.
Don't talk loudly at the library. ¿Qué significa loudly? Loudly significa fuerte. So, the instructions here, it says, don't talk loudly. No hables fuerte. ¿Dónde? At the library, en la biblioteca, that's right. So, we have some instructions you can follow when you stay in this kind of place. You can do some things and you cannot do some things. Podemos hacer algunas cosas y otras no las podemos hacer porque están prohibidas. That's right. So, we are going to continue. Next picture, Miss Rosita, please. Today we are going to work with the auxiliary can. In this case, can is a modal. When you use can, it means that you can do a lot of things, maybe an ability or maybe a permission, okay? Usamos el modal can cuando vamos a pedir permiso para algo. Son cosas que están permitidas y también vamos a usar el can para actividades. En este caso, vamos a ver el can para ver si tenemos permiso para hacer ciertas cosas o no. Vamos a verlo de esa manera. Más adelante quizás, o ya lo han visto, usamos el can también para habilidades, ¿no? Podemos usar el can, for example, when I say I can play the piano, ¿no? Yo puedo tocar el piano, es una habilidad. Another sentence with can play soccer. Yo puedo jugar el fútbol, ¿no? Es otra habilidad que tengo. In this case, we are going to see the modal can, pero para pedir permiso o cuando tenemos permiso para ciertas cosas. Vamos a ver de la forma afirmativa. For example, I put some examples here. I can take pictures at the Art Museum. Puedo, in this case, yo puedo tomar fotos, ¿no? I can take pictures at the Art Museum. Puedo tomar las fotos. I can take. The verb it is normal, okay? This is common. You cannot change the verb. Los verbos no van a cambiar. Los verbos son iguales, tanto para she, he, we. Ahí no hay primera, segunda ni tercera persona. The next example is, we can touch the animals at the zoo. Nosotros podemos tocar, can touch the animals at the zoo. There is sentences, this is affirmative, okay? Son oraciones afirmativas que podemos hacer algo porque está permitido. In the another case, we're going to see a negative sentences. For example, when I say negative, I have to use can't, okay, with N and T. And I can say, I can't talk loudly at the library. Yo no puedo hablar fuerte en la biblioteca. That's right? Yes, that is an example. The another example is, they can't run at the aquarium. So, ellos no pueden correr cuando están en un aquarium. No, aquarium is like a big place and you cannot run there. So, they can't run at the aquarium. So, you notice that the verbs, what kind of verbs you can see here? Take is a verb and it's common, no cambian los verbos. Touch es el verbo tocar, no cambian los verbos igual. Talk es el verbo hablar and run es el verbo correr. Si nos damos cuenta, los verbos permanecen igual. Primero utilizamos el modal can, si es afirmativo, o can't, si es negativo, seguido del verbo en su forma normal. ¿Está claro ahí?
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Okay, we're going to continue with a little exercise in order to notice if you understand or not, okay? Here it says, complete the sentences with the correct word and you have to use can or can't, okay? In this case, for example, we have number one and we have you, and you have to complete. You feed the animals in the soup. Which picture you have to choose in the part up? For example, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures, okay? Tenemos 5 imágenes. In number one, it says, you
You are
feed the
not.
animals in the zoo. Which number is that? Which place is the picture in this case? For example, ¿cuál sería nuestra imagen correcta?
La two.
La segunda imagen, ¿no? Donde el niño está alimentando a los animales. Yeah, that is number one. You have to put number one in the circle because vamos a poner el número 1 en nuestro círculo porque le corresponde la oración. Y en el number 1 tenemos, pues vamos a ver si es afirmativo o negativo.
Afirmativo, afirmativo. Afirmativo.
Very good, porque si es permitido. That's right. You can, okay.